unusual. And I thought, what is this? And I suddenly realised it was the Lord saying to me, I hope I get an invite to your party. And after all, I'm responsible for all this. And he is responsible. As we have heard tonight, he's surrounded us with great people. Had a great start, good family, good father, good mother. Ralph, our second husband. Good sister, Trina, Harry. Family, friends. Had the group at Wiltshire Crescent. John Morgan was our kaumātua, our chief, and Wiltshire Crescent. Bill and Nisi, the Nisi family. Thank you very much. You know, I made a nuisance of myself over there. You know, it was they opened the door, opened the doors. Then I met the Chamblies, Jim Chamblies, and embarked on the calling, become a creature of the gospel, and I'm very, very happy for that. God. Had a great start. That is to say, there has been a lot of foolishness in my life, a lot of foolish decisions, and you reap what you sow. I see some of those pictures up there. I look at young Roger there. I'd like to sit down with him, try and speak a bit of sense to him, but I realise that's a waste of time because he won't listen. And as a bus driver, I've made a few wrong turns and missed a few bus stops, but I'm happy to say that failure is not final. Kingdom of God. You can always forget what lies behind and press on towards the goal. I'm happy to say that on the montage you see a lot of pictures of a lot of partying going on, and we had a lot of fun at those parties. But there's also, I'm very happy to say that the party continues beyond the grave, and invites are all sent out to everybody, and you are received by faith in Jesus Christ. And so I encourage us today. I want to say on my 60th birthday, if you feel like somebody who has fallen through the cracks, the merciless cracks of the world, if you're frightened of the darkness of the world, if you feel that the world, you've had enough of it, it doesn't satisfy you, then I encourage us, whoever you are, find a church. Sit in the back seat. Talk to God. Talk to Jesus. Believe in God, believe in Jesus. And then watch the changes come into your life. Watch the security, the feeling of belonging. Watch hope. Watch peace and joy. Watch the love of Christ come into your life. And then, along with millions in the world today, will look forward to the great party that will continue in the kingdom of God. And as we eagerly wait for our Lord Jesus to come. In the meantime, once again, thank you very much for coming today and for sharing this great day. It's been fantastic. Really enjoyed it. God bless you all.
Harry, who's having a little conflict with my grandson, William, for some reason. Thank you.
Uncle George was the way that he said it. He came over from the Samoa, and we were standing in front of a field where there were many rugby games going on. And it was an unusual sight for you, I thought. And then I said, hey Uncle, I said, I forget the question, but you said, turn around to me and you said, you know something? And I said, what's that, Uncle? And then you folded your arms and you went, this is a great It's the way, Uncle, it's the way that Uncle said it that stuck in my mind. This is a great country for sports. Yeah, and probably too, because Uncle George, of course, comes from a well-known sporting family. Samoa and Secret and in the world too. As I look over there, Uncle Jim, I always remember when Uncle Jim was backing down the driveway to leave home one time, and he ran over my skateboard. He absolutely destroyed it. You remember, John, we used to make our own skateboard, fly around the street sort of thing. But Uncle Jim said, don't worry about it, I'll fix it up for you. And what you brought back to me was, to me, just looked like something from another planet. It was a prototype for something 20, 40 years ahead of its time, compared to what we had on the street those days. Boy, I tell you, and you really, that imprinted a life message for me. You can take a bunch of crap and you can turn something beautiful, you know? So I never forgot that, Uncle Jim. I was sitting down there at home and trying to figure out what to say for the speech. And then this has been sitting around the place. And this was carved out. One was made for Roger too, by a dear friend of ours. Yeah, D.S. Hughes, a very close friend of the family's, and he carved these out for us. His son Paul Hughes has graced us with his presence today, so it's really great to have you here today, Paul. And I was just looking at the names. And I see a few names here. Yeah, Eric's, your name's here. Uncle Eddie, and I believe a few other, probably because of my eyesight, but I see that my future brother-in-law's there as well at that particular time. And really, seeing you guys again so many years later, it's really a great lift. It's kind of like the key to fulfillment, having friends and family behind you. So, thank you very much. That's not the end of the speech, are we? I texted a friend, I invited, there's about 70 people that didn't show up today. And one of them was a good friend of ours who we came through school with. And he was 62 days ago. Yesterday he turned 60. He said he couldn't make it, but he sent a message. He said, great to hear from you. Amazing we have made it to 60. I always remember thinking that I'd be happy to reach 40. And he drew attention to the health problems that he had, which was similar to ours, asthma and so forth. Yeah, we were thinking that, 40 years old is a pretty good age to get to. And so we just wrapped, I'm not going to for a minute, for even the second, take any credit for reaching 60. I think, but what I can say is this: tomorrow, if the Lord wills, I'll turn 60, and I'll be doing this, and I'll be doing that. But when you think about it, 80 years old, 90 years old, still, it's just like in terms of time, it's just like a mist that hangs around for a little while and then vanishes. We've got so much to be thankful for. This was really about you today. It's so good to be able to catch up with people in an occasion like this. I've been to far too many funerals where they've doubled as family reunions. And so this is really about you today. Thank you so much for responding to our invitation. And I hope that we can keep in touch a little bit more.
in the future. And that's from my side too. I've really been slack. It takes effort, it takes time. And that's what Mum and Dad, that's what you guys did. Sorry, back to you. That's what you guys did when we were growing up. You took the time to keep in contact with each other. It was really good that when I spoke, I heard that Andrew offered, when he accepted the invitation, he said, can we bring any food? And that straight away that reminded me of, that's how we used to do it in the old days. Everybody brings a plate, there's so much food, everyone gets fed, nobody misses out because everybody brings something to consume.
And everyone takes a
Yeah.
plate home.
And yeah, and 9 times out of 10, everybody takes a plate home. Yeah. That's the way I like it. That's the way I was brought up. And just one more thing to finish the speech. Now, about a few months ago, we were just over there in the restaurant over there, and we ran into a good old friend of ours, Sonny Taumeiva. Well, of course, we invited him along to the party as well. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it today, because 2 weeks later he passed on. But I still remember I was feeling thankful that we had the opportunity to meet him because he was on his way out of the restaurant. He could have said goodbye, but what he did was he sat down and for half an hour we caught up and we talked about some of the old times there. And I was really thankful to be able to have a good talk with him before that. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Tomorrow's good for you, but if we don't meet again this side of heaven, I'm looking forward to seeing you all on that beautiful shore. Thank you very much.